So guys, we can come with the new problem. We have to find how many pings can be formed from this string. Okay, how many pings? Let's discuss the question. Number of ping. You have given a string of size n and the characters varies from a to z. Okay, and you have to print how much times you can make ping using characters from the string, and for each test case print the number of times you can make ping. मतलब कि हमें इस स्ट्रिंग से यह निकालना है कि हम इससे कितनी बार पिंग बना सकते हैं. जैसे in this string only one ping can be formed, and in this string only one ping can be only two ping can be formed. How can be formed? Let's see here. In this string there are two p's, one a, one g, and two and I one presented. Okay, and in this all things are presented twice. Okay, so firstly we have to create listen, there is a object ping because we have to form the ping. Okay, so simply create object ping. Okay, ping, and assigned with the pairs 0. Okay, key is p and the value is 0, and from this string, this is our approach guys. Focus here. When we iterate over this string, p presents increase p by 1, g presents increase g by 1, I presents increase I by 1, again g presents again g increase by 2. So all things look like this: p2, g2, I2, and n1. So how many ping can we found using this? So we have to find minimum. Okay, why minimum? Because in this, if you want to make two ping, then p is available for two times, g also and I also available for the two times, but n is available only for once. One ping is completely formed, and if you want to make another ping, then n is not present. So how ping possible? Not possible. Understand? So what we have to do? Create object of ping, like here. Create object of ping, iterate over the string, and present later present in the object. If the later present in the object, increase by 1, and find minimum frequency. Which is minimum? So we can create. Understand? Let's go for the code. Okay guys, this is our string. We have to given our string, and let object, we create our object literally. P assigned to 0, I assigned to 0, N and G also assigned to 0. Now, what we have to do? We have to iterate over this loop. How can we iterate over this loop? String for loop. Like I equals to 0, I less than str dot length I plus plus. Okay. And what we have to do? We have to check this element present in this object, then increase it. That means ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर str I है, तो प्लीज इंक्रीज इट. ओके, नाउ let's check our object, how our object looks like. Okay, our object look like this: p presented twice, I presented twice, n presented twice, and g presented twice. And if we find the minimum from this, then 2. Suppose here I is not present, I is presented only for once, then how many ping can be found? 1. Okay, because only one I, we make completely only one ping. In second ping I is not presented, so how can you say there are two pins, right? So now we have to calculate minimum. So for calculating minimum, we have to calculate minimum from this object. So we have to iterate over this object, right? So how can we iterate over this object? Using foreign loop. Okay. And what we have to do, if object key is lesser than minimum, let's take a variable minimum. Let's take a minimum infinity. Okay, you can also take a 0, but I prefer infinity. If there are mm, if there are negative, but in this case not negative, so I preferred infinity. You can take 0. If object key is less than minimum, then update our minimum equals to object and console the minimum. Now check how many pings can be formed. Only one ping, because I is presented only once. And if we I here added I here, now two pings can be formed. Understand? Here guys, I already take these steps. We have to find that not from this. Most of the student goes in wrong direction. They calculated from this. You can calculate it, but if you find minimum here, then maybe the presents a presents here. Okay, a presents in this string, a presents in this string, and maybe all are greater than 1. So how can you find minimum? That's why I cannot uh, create object using this. Okay, I create object using ping. Understand? And in this only one, because I is presented once. And using this string, I if guys, suppose there is no any p in this. Okay, there is no any p in this, then what is the output? 0. Okay, I hope you understand. If you like presentation video, this type of presentation video, then you can like this video. Okay, thank you.